Bring all the products into the home and set them onto a tarp or a moving blanket. Check the inventory and sizes of the ordered products. Check the width of the window as it relates to the ordered width of the panels. Check the length. Also, make sure you have enough wall space all the way around the window. Check the size of the returns on the panels. Make sure the hook setting is correct. Panels on rod and rings will be pinned at 1/2 inch. Check the rod width of the panel by measuring across from the first pleat to the last pleat. In this case, the one-way panel is a 36-inch rod width. Check the finished length by laying the panel flat and then measure the leading edge hem to header. In this case, our finished length is 84 inches. We will be installing a deco rod and rings for this panel. According to the work order, this panel will return to the wall on the left side. So we will count every hook. And make sure we use a ring for every hook, except for the left return. On our work order, we know that the top of the rod to the bottom of the drapery is 86 inches, and we know that we need to add a 1/2 inch to that size for standard clearance off the floor. We also know that the top of the bracket is a 1/2 inch lower than the top of the rod, so that means the top of the bracket should be mounted 86 inches up from the floor. Mark the wall at 86 inches with a pencil, awl, or a screwdriver. If on carpet, just brush the top of the carpet with your tape measure. We know that our rod width is 36 inches. We also know that our window frame-to-frame size is 30. We need to install the brackets so that the drapery extends 3 inches on either side of the window frame. But we need to mount our brackets only 2 inches on either side because we need to leave room on the rod for a drapery ring between the bracket and the finial. Line up the top of the bracket with your mark and then install the bracket with a number 8 1¼ hex head or Phillips screw into the top bracket hole only at this point. Before you go any further, double check your floor to top of bracket measurement. Also note and remember the floor to top screw hole measurement. Next, measure from the top of the window to your top screw hole. You want to use this measurement to make sure your rod will be level with the top of the window. Now, take your last measurement. Measure down from the ceiling to the top screw hole. You want to be level with the ceiling as well. Move over to the other side of the window. Using the previous measurement from top of the window to the top screw hole, mark the wall where the top screw hole of your bracket will be. Next, check the previous measurement down from the ceiling to the top screw hole. Lastly, check the measurement from the floor up to the top screw hole. All of these sizes should be close to the nearest 1/8 of an inch or so. Mount your second bracket using the top screw hole only. Now position the rod in the brackets. Make sure the rod is level. Place one ring on the other side of the left return bracket. Next, install the supplied return angle bracket that came in the box with your draperies. Mark the wall parallel to the bottom of the return ring. Line up the mark on the wall with the screw hole on the bracket. Mount the return bracket. If this was a pair of draperies, you would mount a return bracket at the other end of the rod as well. Try to leave the panel in the plastic bag and tie it at the bottom. Lay the panel over your shoulder. Keep the uncovered panel off the floor and away from your ladder. Always start hanging the panel on the overlap side with the first hook in the first ring.